Get ready to buckle up and hold on tight as we take you on a spine-tingling journey down the 15 most treacherous roads from around the globe. From dizzying mountain passes to perilous cliffside trails, these roads will test your nerve and leave you breathless with their sheer intensity. So sit back, relax, and prepare for an adrenaline-fueled adventure like no other. Starting with number 15, the North Yungas Road in Bolivia. This road is widely known as the most dangerous road in the world, ominously nicknamed the Death Road. This treacherous stretch winds 69 kilometers through the stunning yet perilous Cordillera Oriental mountain chain, connecting the bustling city of La Paz with the tranquil town of Coroico at the edge of the Amazon rainforest. Constructed in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners during the Chaco War, this road is a hair-raising testament to human perseverance and a constant reminder of mortality. The road reaches a staggering 4,650 meters above sea level at La Cumbre Pass, before descending in a continuous, nerve-wracking stretch toward the dense, humid embrace of the Amazon. What's truly hair-raising about the North Yungas Road is the sheer drops that lurk just beyond its edges. One false move, and you're looking at a plummet of up to 600 meters straight down into the dense forest below. The road itself is often no more than 3.2 meters wide, barely accommodating a single vehicle, and it's riddled with sharp bends and blind corners. Adding to the peril are frequent rain and fog, which can reduce visibility to almost nothing and turn the dirt road into a slick, muddy mess. Waterfalls often cascade directly onto the road, further complicating the already treacherous conditions. Guardrails? Forget about it. There's nothing between you and the abyss but your own driving skills and a whole lot of luck. Number 14, the Guoliang Tunnel Road in China. This road is so hazardous that determined villagers had to carve it by hand into the side of a mountain. In the early 1970s, the villagers of Guoliang, isolated on a steep mountaintop, were desperate for a connection to the outside world. Their only access was a perilous staircase known as the Sky Ladder, a name that alone hints at its terrifying climb. The villagers took matters into their own hands after becoming dissatisfied with the lack of government assistance. Armed with only hammers and chisels, they began the Herculean task of carving a road through the Taihang Mountains. It took 5 years of relentless work, but they finally created the Guoliang Tunnel Road, a 3/4 mile stretch that is both a marvel of human determination and a white-knuckle driving experience. The tunnel's nickname, the road that does not tolerate any mistakes, is a chilling reminder of its dangers. The path is narrow, with sheer drops on one side and the rough, jagged mountain face on the other. There are no guardrails, and the occasional open windows carved into the tunnel walls provide stunning yet stomach-churning views of the valley below. Driving through Guoliang Tunnel Road requires nerves of steel. The tunnel is just wide enough for a small vehicle, and when two vehicles meet, one often has to back up to a wider section to let the other pass. Visibility can be poor, especially during the frequent fogs that blanket the area, adding to the already high level of risk. This treacherous path is now a popular destination for thrill seekers and adventurers from around the world, eager to experience the heart-stopping drive and the awe-inspiring beauty of the Taihang Mountains. Number 13, Cotahuasi Canyon Road in Peru. Located near the city of Arequipa, Cotahuasi Canyon is a natural wonder, plunging to a staggering depth of 3,350 meters, making it twice as deep as the Grand Canyon. This road offers some of the most breathtaking and heart-stopping views imaginable, bordered by volcanic peaks rising over 6,000 meters high. Cotahuasi Canyon Road is not just a drive, it's an adventure into the abyss. The road clings precariously to the canyon's edge, winding through steep, narrow paths that challenge even the most experienced drivers. What makes this road especially treacherous is its remote location and the rugged, unpredictable terrain. Landslides are a constant threat, especially during the rainy season, turning the road into a dangerous, muddy gauntlet. The path is often no more than a dirt track, with loose gravel underfoot and sharp bends that test your reflexes and your nerve. Adding to the challenge are the frequent rockfalls, a reminder of the canyon's volatile volcanic origins. As you navigate this perilous road, you'll often find yourself skirting around massive boulders that have tumbled from the cliffs above, adding an element of unpredictability to the already daunting drive. Number 12. Zojila Pass in India. This one is another perilous route in the Himalayas. At an amazing 11,500 feet above sea level, this high-altitude mountain pass separates India's Ladakh region from its harsh, rocky landscapes. Known as the Land of High Passes, Ladakh is home to many treacherous paths, but Zojila stands out as one of the most daunting. Zojila Pass is not just a road, it's a lifeline. This strategic route is crucial for transporting supplies to the remote Ladakh region during the 6 months of summer when the pass is open. Come winter, Zojila is buried under heavy snowfall, cutting off Ladakh from the rest of the world and making this narrow, winding path all the more essential and dangerous. Driving through Zojila Pass is not for the faint of heart. The road is narrow, often no wider than a single vehicle, with sheer drops on one side that plunge thousands of feet into the valleys below. The path is lined with loose rocks and gravel, making every turn a potential slide into oblivion. Add to that the frequent landslides and the constant threat of avalanches, and you've got a recipe for a heart-pounding adventure. The weather at Zojila is another formidable adversary. Fierce winds, sudden snowstorms, and thick fog can descend without warning, reducing visibility to almost zero and turning the already perilous road into a white-knuckle nightmare. During these times, the pass becomes a treacherous gauntlet, where every decision counts and every mistake can be fatal. Number 11. Skipper's Canyon Road in New Zealand. This unpaved, narrow, and wildly scenic path winds through the heart of New Zealand's rugged landscape, offering views as breathtaking as the drive is perilous. Originally carved by miners over 140 years ago during the gold rush, Skipper's Canyon Road is a testament to the grit and determination of those early pioneers. Imagine driving on a road so treacherous that your rental car insurance won't cover you. That's Skipper's Canyon Road for you. The path is etched into the middle of a sheer cliff face, making it a thrilling yet nerve-wracking experience. By making a single error, you may be at risk of taking a fatal plunge into the canyon below. Navigating Skipper's Canyon Road is not for the faint-hearted. The road is incredibly narrow, often barely wide enough for a single vehicle. Passing another car? Good luck. When two vehicles meet, one must find a rare wider spot or even reverse for a considerable distance to let the other pass. The road's surface is a mix of gravel and dirt, adding to the challenge with loose rocks and unpredictable terrain. But it's not just the road itself that's daunting, it's the dramatic drops and the constant threat of falling rocks from the cliffs above. The sheer cliff faces and sharp bends demand complete concentration and steady nerves. Even experienced drivers find their palms sweating as they maneuver through this winding path. The road's history is as rich as the gold that once lured miners to this remote area. The fact that the original pack track was hand-carved is a remarkable feat of engineering and human endurance because it provided the only access to Skipper's Township and the upper Shotover diggings. Number 10. James Dalton Highway in North America. This is a rugged 414-mile gravel road that stretches from Fairbanks to the Arctic Ocean. Known for its extreme conditions and breathtaking scenery, this road is a true test of endurance and a gateway to some of the most stunning natural landscapes in Alaska. Driving the Dalton Highway is like stepping into a different world. This remote route slices through vast wilderness, where civilization feels a million miles away. It's a road less traveled, primarily used by truckers and adventurers brave enough to face its formidable challenges. The Dalton Highway is notorious for its rough, unpaved surface, which is riddled with potholes and loose gravel, making every mile a gritty battle against the elements. One of the most striking features of the Dalton Highway is its sheer isolation. Services are few and far between, with only 3 small settlements along the entire route: Coldfoot, Wiseman, and Deadhorse. Gas stations, repair shops, and restaurants are scarce, so drivers must be self-sufficient and well-prepared. Breakdowns can mean waiting hours, if not days, for help to arrive, especially in harsh weather conditions. Speaking of weather, the Dalton Highway is known for its brutal climate. In winter, temperatures can plummet to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, turning the road into an icy, treacherous path. Snowstorms and whiteouts are common, obscuring visibility and making travel exceedingly dangerous. Even in summer, the weather can be unpredictable, with sudden rainstorms turning the road into a muddy quagmire. One of the most famous and feared sections of the Dalton Highway is Atigun Pass. This steep and winding stretch climbs to 4,739 feet, crossing the Continental Divide. In winter, it's a gauntlet of ice and snow, while in summer, it's prone to rock falls and landslides. The pass is a true test of skill and nerve, and many drivers consider it the most challenging part of the entire journey. Number 9. Fairy Meadows Road in Pakistan. According to the travelers, this road is one of the most breathtakingly beautiful and terrifyingly treacherous places on Earth. Spanning about 16.2 kilometers, this narrow, rugged path is a white-knuckle experience that's not for the faint of heart. Your adventure begins at Raycott Bridge, where you'll leave your car and hire a Jeep. This is no ordinary drive. The width of the road is barely more than the width of the Jeep itself, leaving little room for error. As you set off, you'll quickly realize why Fairy Meadows Road has earned its fearsome reputation. The road is carved into the side of a sheer mountain face, with a dizzying drop on one side and a towering rock wall on the other. Guardrails? Forget it. The path is rough and unpaved, with loose rocks and gravel that make every meter a battle against the elements. During the rainy season, the road becomes even more perilous, as mudslides and falling rocks add to the danger. As you near Fairy Meadows, the road gives way to a hiking trail for the final leg of the journey. This trek is steep and challenging, but the reward is worth every step. Arriving at Fairy Meadows feels like stepping into a dream, with its rolling green fields, vibrant wildflowers, and clear mountain streams, all set against the backdrop of the mighty Nanga Parbat. Number 8. Stelvio Pass Road in Italy. Celebrated by Top Gear as one of the world's greatest roads, this legendary mountain pass, nestled in the Eastern Alps at a dizzying elevation of 2,747 meters above sea level, is the highest paved road in the Eastern Alps and the second highest in the Alps as a whole. The Stelvio Pass is not just a road, it's a masterclass in engineering and a pilgrimage for driving enthusiasts from around the globe. With 48 hairpin turns on its northern side alone, this serpentine path twists and turns like a roller coaster, each bend offering a new challenge and a fresh thrill. The road is narrow and steep, with sheer drops and tight corners that test your driving skills and nerve. Driving the Stelvio Pass is like dancing with the mountains. Each turn demands precision, and each straightaway offers a brief moment to catch your breath and take in the stunning alpine vistas. The road's elevation means that weather conditions can change rapidly, adding an element of unpredictability to your journey. One moment you're driving under clear blue skies, and the next, you could be enveloped in a thick fog or sudden snow flurry, even in the summer. The Austrian Empire originally constructed the road in the early 19th century, and its historical significance adds another dimension to the experience. As you wind your way up, you can't help but marvel at the sheer audacity of constructing such a road in this harsh, rugged terrain. Every year, the Stelvio Pass becomes a stage for the Giro d'Italia, one of cycling's grand tours, where elite cyclists test their limits against its grueling ascent. For them, and for anyone who takes on this road, the Stelvio Pass is a true test of endurance and skill. Driving the Stelvio Pass is not just about the destination, but the journey itself. It's about the thrill of the drive, the challenge of the climb, and the breathtaking beauty of the Alps. Number 7. The Road of Bones in Russia. This road, officially known as the Kolyma Highway, is more horrific than its name implies. This treacherous path winds through Siberia's harsh wilderness, a region synonymous with brutal climates and a dark history of labor camps, or gulags. For the adventurous and daring, it's a bucket list ride, an iconic and demanding journey that promises both peril and profound experiences. The Road of Bones stretches over 1,200 miles, from Magadan to Yakutsk, cutting through some of the most isolated terrain in the world. Its name is a chilling reminder of its past. Built by political prisoners during the Stalinist era, the road is literally embedded with the bones of the countless souls who perished during its construction. This macabre legacy casts a somber shadow over the journey, making it a pilgrimage for those who want to honor the memory of those who suffered here. Motorcycle travelers and extreme adventurers are particularly drawn to the Road of Bones, lured by its rugged beauty and formidable challenges. The road is mostly unpaved, with sections that can turn into quagmires of mud during the brief summer thaw or treacherous ice tracks in the frigid winter. River crossings without bridges, washed-out sections, and a complete lack of facilities add to the road's fearsome reputation. The climate along the Road of Bones is notoriously unforgiving. Winters are brutally cold, turning the landscape into an icy wasteland. In summer, swarms of mosquitoes and biting flies make every stop a trial. The region is also prone to sudden and severe weather changes, which can transform the road from passable to impassable in a matter of hours. Number 6. Kishtwar to Keelong Road in India. When it comes to the world's most perilous highways, the Kishtwar to Keelong Road is a must-see. This trail connects Kishtwar in Jammu and Kashmir and Keelong in Himachal Pradesh, India. This hazardous route provides access to the isolated and scenic Pangi Valley, but it is not for the faint of heart. The Kishtwar-Keelong route, with its small lanes, steep inclines, and fatal fall, is a true test of daring and expertise. Imagine a road so narrow that only one vehicle can pass at a time, with numerous sharp turns and sudden changes in elevation. On one side, there's a heart-stopping 1,000-foot drop into the roaring Chandrabhaga River, while on the other, a menacing mountain cliff hangs overhead, seemingly ready to collapse at any moment. The road is a precarious mix of rocks, loose soil, and gravel, making every inch of the journey a white-knuckle ride. The road's condition is notoriously unstable, with frequent landslides that can block the path without warning. The weather adds another layer of unpredictability, with sudden rainstorms turning the dirt road into a slick, muddy trap. Each turn, each maneuver require the utmost precision. One mistake can mean disaster. The road's infamy has earned it a spot on numerous travel forums as one of the most dangerous roads globally. But for those who dare to take it on, The journey is an unforgettable experience, a blend of fear, excitement, and awe. The sense of achievement upon completing this route is unparalleled, a testament to the adventurer's spirit. Number 5. Taroko Gorge Road in Taiwan. This route, located on the east coast within the beautiful Taroko National Park, is more than just a gorgeous drive. It is a fascinating trip through the heart of nature's majesty. The name Taroko itself speaks volumes, meaning magnificent and splendid, in the language of the Aboriginal Truku tribe. And trust us, the views you'll encounter along this road live up to that name and then some. Towering marble cliffs, plunging waterfalls, and lush green forests envelop you as you wind your way through the rugged terrain of the gorge. But don't let the beauty fool you. The Taroko Gorge Road is not without its dangers. Carved into the steep cliffsides, the road twists and turns like a serpentine ribbon, offering hairpin bends and vertigo-inducing drops at every corner. Adding to the mystique of the Taroko Gorge Road are its hidden perils. Sudden rockfalls, triggered by the region's seismic activity, pose a constant threat to travelers. The cliffs themselves seem to echo with the rumble of falling debris, a reminder of the ever-present danger overhead. Number 4. The Karakoram Highway, connecting Pakistan and China. Spanning a staggering 1,300 kilometers, this epic highway is a marvel of engineering and a testament to the human spirit. Yet, despite its grandeur, the Karakoram Highway remains shrouded in mystery. Few have heard of it, and even fewer know how it came to be. But for those who dare to venture along its winding path, the rewards are beyond imagination. The highway connects the Pakistani provinces of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, plus Gilgit-Baltistan, with China's Xinjiang Uyghur. Along the route, travelers are treated to a spectacle of towering peaks, deep valleys, and crystal-clear lakes that seem to defy gravity. But don't let the breathtaking scenery fool you. The Karakoram Highway is not for the faint of heart. Carved into the side of sheer cliffs, the road offers dizzying drops and hair-raising turns that test the nerves of even the most seasoned adventurers. Landslides, rockfalls, and avalanches are a constant threat, reminding travelers of the raw power of nature in these remote and unforgiving mountains. Number 3. Col du Chaussy in La Maurienne. Now, have the most thrilling climbs in La Maurienne, Col du Chaussy via Les Lacets de Montvernier. This winding road is not just a route, it's a challenge that will push your limits and reward you with breathtaking views at every turn. Stretching 13.8 kilometers and bridging 1,031 vertical meters, the ascent to Col du Chaussy is not for the faint-hearted. With an average gradient of 7.5%, this climb earns a difficulty score of 825, making it a true test of endurance and determination. But it's not just the physical challenge that makes Col du Chaussy so legendary, it's the road itself. Les Lacets de Montvernier, or the Montvernier Shoelaces, is a series of hairpin bends that wind their way up the mountainside like a twisting ribbon. Each turn reveals a new perspective, a new vista, as you ascend higher and higher into the clouds. Yet, amid the awe-inspiring beauty of the landscape, lies a hidden danger. The narrow road, carved into the steep mountainside, offers little margin for error. Number 2. Killer Tapangi Road in India. This treacherous path has humbled even the most seasoned drivers and tested the courage of all who dare to traverse it. Stretching a daunting 114 kilometers, the Killer Tapangi Road is not for the faint-hearted. With its dreadful condition and hair-raising high mountain trail, this route demands nerves of steel and a steady hand behind the wheel. Novice drivers, beware. This is not a road for the inexperienced. As you navigate the twists and turns of the Killer Tapangi Road, you'll face a series of trials that will test your limits. The road is narrow, winding, and sometimes washed away by landslides and rockfalls, leaving little margin for error. But it's not just the physical dangers that make this journey so perilous. There's a sense of mystery and foreboding that hangs over the Killer Topangui Road. Stories abound of travelers who have disappeared without a trace, swallowed up by the rugged wilderness that surrounds the road. Some say the spirits of the mountains roam the area, haunting those who dare to tread upon their domain. Number 1. The Halsema Highway in Philippines. The Halsema Highway in Philippines, also known as the Benguet Mountain Province Road, the Baguio Bontoc Road, and the Mountain Trail. This national secondary highway is not just a road. It's a lifeline that winds its way through some of the most rugged and remote landscapes in the country. The Halsema Highway stretches across the breathtaking mountains of the Philippines, connecting the bustling city of Baguio to the remote town of Bontoc in the Mountain Province. But don't let its secondary highway status fool you. This road is a force to be reckoned with, offering a roller coaster ride of hairpin bends, steep inclines, and dizzying drops. As you traverse the Halsema Highway, you'll be treated to panoramic views of mist-covered mountains, lush forests, and cascading waterfalls. But amid the natural beauty lies a hidden danger. The road is notorious for its treacherous conditions, with narrow lanes, crumbling edges, and unpredictable weather that can turn a leisurely drive into a heart-stopping adventure. One of the most mysterious aspects of the Halsema Highway is its reputation for claiming lives. Known locally as the Killer Highway, the road has seen its fair share of accidents and tragedies. Its narrow passages and blind corners make it a challenge even for the most experienced drivers, while landslides and rockfalls pose a constant threat to travelers. Thanks for watching. We will be back soon with another video of the top listings. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel.